All right, so by now, most of you should already know, my name is Yusef Scott. I'm the guy behind the Passive Income Scott YouTube channel. I happen to be the guy behind the one and only So Darn Easy Forex University, where I happen to train thousands of folks from all across the world to trade on the Forex market. Now listen, if you're watching this video and you're not yet subscribed to this channel, be sure to subscribe to this channel. And you can also find me on social media and other outlets like Facebook and Instagram. Follow me there as well. Now listen, I know that you guys have not seen me for a while, ever since the fallout of HyperVerse, if that's what you want to call it. Hibernation, I don't know what it's called nowadays, but listen, I want to give you guys an update on where we are, all right? Now, let me sort of rewind things back. So if you guys remember my position with HyperVerse, I brought a lot of people in to HyperVerse. I was marketing HyperVerse big time. I had over 200 plus videos on YouTube. A lot of people reached out to me, thanking me for the great content that I was putting out, because I just wanted to make sure people had the right knowledge, all right? I'm really big on getting the right information out and making sure that it was disseminated properly so that everyone's on the same path, all right? But unfortunately, not everybody's gonna see your value or wanna see you really shine, if that's what you wanna call it. So at one point, compliance, whoever compliance may be, but you guys know we were actually in communication with Hope. She was our direct when it comes to compliance. So she reached out to me one day and she said, listen, you got to remove all of your videos. And you know, I have to say that I was very I was really offended by the demands that she was putting on me. She made me take all of my content down, and she threatened me that, listen, if you don't take your content down, you're gonna lose access to your account. Now that would have been my second time, so I'm no fool. You know, with all that I put into HyperVerse, with all the money that I put into myself, and all the people that I had connected with me, they wanted me to remove content from my own site that I built, remove all the content from YouTube and any other social media outlet. And I'm like, man, I poured all of this energy into this company. And honestly, this is one of the reasons why I never got involved with these types of opportunities. So, you know, that was kind of like a slap in my face, if you will. Now, the crazy thing about the whole situation was, after I removed all the content and I talked with Hope and I told her, listen, if me creating compliant material is what they're after, all right? If they want me to create compliant material, people they're looking at me to create this material because it was well detailed and explained. Why don't you put me in contact with the higher ups and have them reach out to me and they tell me exactly how we need to disseminate the information, and I can do so. Well, what I got was crickets, all right? And then I reached out to her once more, and she pretty much told me that she was no longer with the company. And she said, but however, you can join this company right here, and you know, you can basically join this company. And I said, you know, so you mean to tell me all this time it was her ploy to basically silence me when it comes to HyperVerse? After all that I've done, I didn't do anything intentional to try to bring anyone down, try to mislead anyone. I worked very hard at what it is that I had taken on as, I'll say, as people they called me like the face of HyperVerse. I had so much content. That's not what I necessarily wanted to be, but listen, if I'm gonna put my all in, if I'm gonna be a part of something, I'm putting my all into it. That's just the bottom line. I can't come sideways. So you know, I want to let you guys know that I believe it was a strategy, a part of Hope or whoever, because I don't know if it was really coming from the higher ups, but I know that my communication in regards to compliance was coming from our compliance officer, and that was Hope. And I was being told, you need to remove all this content, you need not to say this, you need to take down your website. And I'm like, after all that I've done, I have to remove all this content. And the crazy thing about it is, when you have such a huge following online, and you have to all of a sudden pull all of your content offline, it looks bad. Not to mention the way that they had things set up was, okay, if you, and I get it, this is just how companies, they're set up. You have this huge following, but you really don't have no point of contact, which is why what I had created was my own site where I had access to those who were connected with me. Now, of course, once everything was all said and done, I did communicate these things to everyone and let them know, hey, listen, they had me delete all of my content, which is why my last video was about why I had to delete my content. But after that, this is what actually happened as far as me being told, listen, why don't you join this other company? And I'm like, so you were just a snake all along. You were not to be trusted, all right? So I just wanna let you guys know where I stand as of right now. Like everybody else, if you don't already know, you know, we have yet to, let's say the people who have not been given their opportunity to get at least 1x through HyperVerse, HyperFund, or HyperNation, whatever you want to call it. From what I comprehend, from what I know, they're creating a way for us to get that. If you had any accounts that you didn't have at least your 1x, they're creating a way for us to get that. So in my next video, I'm gonna be providing you guys with details on how you can get to the point of getting in line so you can get at least your 1x. Now this is based on what Sam Lee is saying. He's gonna make sure that we get our 1x for those who haven't received it yet. So I'm gonna make sure that I provide details on that. I don't wanna make this video any longer. So watch my next video where I'm explaining exactly what we need to do, and I'll tell you guys, you know, the next steps on that. So just I tell you guys all the time, stay healthy, stay safe, and let's always remember to stay pretty during the times we live in. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.